green box next to your name, and that means they'll turn your card like all the way up, or whatever. But
you just can't destroy cards.
Yeah.
You can. It's just you better do it pretty good. Because if you wreck it and then they catch you and then they kick you out, like you don't want to be it because I spun Jimmy out. It's because I drove over Jimmy.
What was that?
No, I'm just saying it's just
On that one girl, she had like legs flailing and bam, right.
I
was turning around looking at her. I'm like, what happened? I'm just like, we were both like, we can't see her. But I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, she got hard luck.
Yeah.
Because that was like, Nathan's like in the future, he's like, okay, out of the, no A-main, but anyone else. And I'm like, oh, the girl that ate the steering wheel so hard her visor came off like that. And she did like the noodle legs.
Yeah, well, that's what I said after, like, because there's turn one, but then there's that quick turn. And around that turn, I don't know if I think she might have been getting turned or something, but I just saw legs and I'm like, why are your legs off the pedals? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, man. All right, so we've been live for a minute. Haha. Smooth transition there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Bandit Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Derek, and we have a double feature. Zelski. Oh, I almost said it like Babbitt there. Zelski. I'm just going to keep saying Zelski. That's his favorite word. Double feature. He did. I just forgot. But we have double feature here. We got Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson and Jennifer Rooney. Thank you guys so much for coming. How you guys been?
Pretty good. Just living, working on race cars in the off season. So,
how many guys you got?
Well, me, her, and my brother. So
and
we have
your newest car that we still have to put together.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's a work in progress.
Nice.
Not a lot of progress.
Well, fixing kind of takes up a lot of time to begin with. So
yeah. The Bandits look like a very fun class. I call it the most pure form of racing at Wilmot.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, are they the slowest? Yes, but they look.
If we can work on them a little more, I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
An adjustment.
Yeah, you just triggered something.
Calling an audible.
Yeah. No, just for our second topic, just so I don't forget. Yeah. So guys, Jeff already commenting live from the bowling alley at Great Wolf Lodge. That's the boss man.
Is it bowling? Oh, Great Wolf Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Yeah. The old Key Lime Cove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's there instead of here. So we got a great show for you planned. We have Bandit predictions. That's going to be a fun one. Topic 2 is Bandit Racing, just in general at Wilmot and kind of in the area. And then the bench racing, which we'll let it open up. But we'll probably start off talking that with the Midwest Racers event. And then the game tonight is Order Up. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun show. Very fun show. But before we get into all that, yes, Scott, I melted the butter. Oh, we got Ricky Bobby. Hello, Bandit family.
Oh, Ricky.
Yes.
What's up, buddy? He knows
Little
my
legend.
dad. Found that out after racing, and when I talked, he's like, I know your dad. I'm like, I'm not surprised. He knows a lot of people.
Yeah, I think I met him his first night when he was at the track. Like, not that sprint cars and bandits are that different, but like, I was just like, oh, you look cool. Like, hey, what's up? Like, let's talk. And ever since then, we wish each other luck every night. So yeah, Ricky Nelson is a legend. But before we get into the topics here, we've got some driver questions for you guys. So Ryan, why number 38?
Pretty simple one. My dad, when my dad got me into racing, it was mostly NASCAR, and I was like 3-4 years old. And I like Dale Sr. and I like Dale Jr. So, 38.
I was thinking of Elliott Sadler.
My grandma would be that reasoning. She loved the M&M car no matter who it was. So,
okay, so you do it for Dale Sr., Dale Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Jennifer, why 17?
So in my family, 7 is our lucky number. My birthday is the 7th. My sister's is the 17th. So I went with the 17th.
Nice. Same month or obviously different months?
Different months.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Jennifer, you do not have a nickname, do you?
No.
No.
Well,
Do you want one?
so I don't have a nickname on the track, but my nickname at the track is Chipmunk.
Chipmunk. I'm gonna write that down because now I can call you that.
She has another one from one of my friends. But
That's Littlefoot.
it's a Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's got little feet.
Oh, I thought she was stepping on. Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, small. Stepping on the gas, just really softly. Don't want to bounce the motor off the chip too hard.
No, just hit it.
I was gonna say I can't blow any more motors. So.
Let's not, please.
Yeah, don't. Motors blowing in any form is no bueno.
No.
bueno.
Nobody
not
blows
fun.
a motor like I do, though.
No.
You got a point, or the trans with your neon.
So how did you blow the motor up?
The
Which
first,
time?
second, third, fourth, or fifth time.
Oh,
I don't think it's been that many, has it?
Yeah.
the most
I think
recent.
it's been 3.
So the most recent was I actually blew it nicely that time.
Oh, okay.
So
First race of last year.
first race of this last season, yes.
Okay.
So the hit was not nice, but this one I didn't blow holes into the motor at least.
Oh, okay.
So
Full detonation.
yes.
Okay.
I think it's more of a meltdown, maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
this last time, yes, because I got hit going into turn 1, and
Okay.
it spun me so hard that the front end hit the berm and shifted everything, which took out the radiator, overheated the motor, warped that.
Warp the head. Yes.
Yeah, because
My brother's done that in the crate, and
Mhm.
that's not fun. So yeah.
we think what happened was when she hit the berm or got hit in the front end. I don't remember exactly. Lost the coolant and didn't know.
Yeah.
There's no coolant running through it. I don't know what her gauges was reading, but she wasn't looking at it, or if she didn't know if it wasn't reading where it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Because we think we've had issues with her cooling system too, which we think we fixed since then. But we went to do a head gasket on it. We're like, all right, cool, got it all done. Like, this doesn't sound right. Did a compression check, and we're like, nope.
Start over.
Yeah.
So do you guys run aftermarket gauges, or do you just run the dash gauges, or a little of both?
Mine are aftermarket. I think all yours are stock.
No, because mine has the coolant one,
Okay.
Okay.
or just water temp. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
the water one separate because mine's dumb. I'll watch it some nights and it just sits on C, which I have the automated fans or electric fans
Yeah.
built in the computer, but sometimes it'll just spike and then back down and up and down. Whereas like the aftermarket one, it'll
Kind of creep up more.
right
Yeah.
where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. We're supposed to be right in the center.
Yeah, right.
Not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan, I didn't even want to ask you this until we were live because I wanted a full live reaction to it. Why Tiny Horse? Like, how did you get the name Tiny Horse?
It's not as crazy of a story as you would think.
Okay.
You know Brad Becker?
Yeah. I know a Brad Becker. Yeah.
A lot of other people know Brad.
Okay.
He raced at Wilmot for some years. Huh?
Everyone at the track.
Well, yeah, he's like our track mom now too.
Oh, okay.
That's what we call him. But he is actually the one that I started driving for, and we would go, me and her, go over to his house, and we would play Cards Against Humanity.
Okay.
There's a card in Cards Against Humanity that just says a tiny horse.
Oh, so if I see that, you're not that famous.
I'm not that famous. I promise you. I look at my truck. I would not. That tells you all you need to know.
Oh.
As much as I would like that, but no, vice versa. I think I got it a bunch of times every time we played. He's like, I'm gonna start calling you a tiny horse. I'm like, uh-oh. I don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's unique.
Yeah.
Definitely unique.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I can't even hear your name, Ryan Johnson, without that.
Tiny
Doesn't
horse in
taste.
the middle.
That doesn't even taste right coming out of it. Tiny Horse Johnson. Okay, so Cards Against Humanity. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool how something outside the track comes into the track. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it went with the, like, I think you guys were talking about it recently, the flying Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of started at first. I'm like, I don't feel it.
No.
Tiny horse is definitely something different.
If you even went to a high horsepower car, like I think I'm like tiny horse now. Like I
got a lot of tiny horses under this thing.
How about average size horse?
Yeah. Middle of the road.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got a very unique nickname. No other Ryan can take that, so that's really cool. So who let Babbitts and the track announcers know? Or did you just write it down? Or
So Bandits has this weird way of knowing things that
no one should know.
So whoever he got in on the joke, I'm not really sure if Brad let him in on it or if something came about on Facebook that he saw.
Okay.
But even when Ryan spoiled his surprise party this year, it wasn't on Facebook. Like nobody had said anything, but Babbitts knew about it. Don't know how.
He announced it at Rockford Speedway.
Were you in the car?
I think so.
You were
I said fast time.
Yeah, so you were up.
So I think we pulled out onto the front stretch there.
That may be in the game later. I don't know.
Oh,
I did some research. Oops. I dug down.
But yeah, I heard it and I'm like, how did he know this?
Like me and your stepdad Tim were in the back pits, like looking at each other, like, "Did you tell him?" I didn't tell him. Like, how did you know?
Yeah. Awesome nickname. And then before we get to the chat, where did you guys start racing? When did you guys start racing? When did you know you wanted to start racing?
You want to go first or me?
My story's probably shorter than your story.
You want to go first?
So I started racing a year after him because
At Wilmot?
At Wilmot.
Okay.
I started racing at Wilmot. And I started racing because when he was in the car, that's all I wanted to do. And then I think there was a couple times I probably like undercutted him a little bit because he would leave the track being kind of ticked off, like, bad race, bad night. Be like, well, at least you got to be in the car.
That's true. That's
So.
true. Yeah, people make fun of the guy that finishes last in NASCAR IndyCar. He's like, yeah, but he's still out there.
He's there.
He's still
You're
out
not.
there. Yeah, he's making a paycheck right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Mine? Well, knowing want to race, that kind of goes back to my dad when I was talking about it ever since I was like, 3 or 4. He got me into it, and I've always wanted to. I've just never had the know-how or like where to go. And back in 2018, I think it was, me and Brad were hanging out more and became closer friends. And we started going to like K1 and stuff like that a lot more. And we went out to Sugar River.
Oh, nice.
Which those are pretty fun too, by the way.
Oh.
That's the only place my dad flipped, so I was never able to race there.
Oh.
Because my dad flipped in the 80s. Thanks, Dad.
But yeah, we started like hanging out all the time that year, going to a bunch of racing. And I guess in his way, he was putting me through his driving school.
Okay.
And he actually asked me to race his car the next year, which would be 2019. And I got an extra race, like, because I raced the last one in 2018.
Okay.
But then my first full year racing was 2019. He asked me to run his car.
Wow. I didn't realize you're still like new.
Yeah.
New. Like not new, but like you're still newer to the Wilmot.
Right.
Because I know you. Everybody knows you.
Oh.
You're like Nathan. Like, it doesn't matter what class. Oh, that's Tiny Horse. Like.
Well, I did not know that.
It's because you have this personality where you'll just walk up and you can start a conversation with anybody.
Yeah.
You'll find me like hanging out by the car. So
I don't see myself that way, but sometimes I see what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't think of myself.
Well, like last year when you went to Nathan's indoor. I was like, Tiny Horse.
Right. Walk in. Hey,
what are you doing here? Oh man, we're gonna have to.
What do you think I'm doing here?
Yeah, I'm just here for the wings. And then where do you want racing to take you? Where would you say, like, if you got to this discipline of racing that you made it, like, you're content?
NASCAR.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I think it's a little too late for me. Like,
how old are you?
30.
30? Oh, okay.
I mean, you look at like the ages of the drivers that are in NASCAR, and it's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Some
guys are making, and they're born in 2004 or 5, and you're like,
right.
Oh, wow.
20 years old.
Yeah.
19, 20 years old. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
No, that was always my dream when I was little. I had my eyes on like super lates or like the dirt late models. Those look pretty fun.
Yeah.
Or even if I know some people don't like this, but like asphalt stuff too.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's all racing.
Yeah.
But
I'm a coffee drinker. I just want dirt. But if you like tea, asphalt racing's where to be.
Right. But even on that side, like I don't really know what, but the late models look fun there too.
Yeah.
So,
are you excited about the World of Outlaw late models coming up?
I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't know much about them, but
I just know Brandon Overton. That's all I know. So go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yep. Try to change some words there real quick on the spot. Jennifer, where would you like racing to take you, or just kind of where you'd be content?
So I would like to at least get into a street stock. I don't think I'm going to be able to get into a late model like Ryan. I don't learn as fast as Ryan.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'll be real with myself. But like if he got into a late model, I'd be cool just dropping out at that point and trailing with him to where he has to go. And just be a pit crew.
Yeah, and maybe just hot lap it every now and then. Just be like, is this something? Yeah.
Get in the car. Does this feel funny to you?
Yeah. Everything feels funny. Right. I mean, well, I guess you guys get up on the right front a lot in the Bandits, right?
Yeah.
And the late models kind of do that too. So yeah, I guess the feeling would be the same. It's just 5 times as faster reacting to stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how sprint cars feel, like whether they're wingless or winged. Like I mean, I haven't been in one, but I imagine
Might have to change that on practice day.
No one would kick my butt.
Like I'm not gonna get my butt kicked.
Yeah. You can just idle around, just have fun. Like even packing scared my dad, so I was like, well, I know we're a little bit different, we're built different, but at the same time, it's like it's packing. Like, just don't lock the brake up, you'll be fine.
They had us go out for I think hot laps or packing or something the one
packing?
year. And one of our buddies, I was behind 2 of them, and they were just like, we were like drifting around the track. I'm like, I don't know why we're out here.
Yeah.
And one of them spun out, and I'm like, oh no.
And then you turn and you're like, oh, we're still going
I was
straight.
like, we have no steer. I'm like using the gas. I'm like, we're front wheel drive. Stop that.
Stop, brake, stop, go, stop. Yeah, nothing. That's when I love when we're in a hot lap qualify and the track still has like that last little bit of slime because you just overdrive everything. Overdrive. Spin yourself out on entry and you're just like, I hope I have drive to keep me from spinning. And then last thing when I was doing some research, so you started in 2020 then, right? Because
yes.
2019, okay. But I didn't realize, I just assumed, which makes a butt out of you and me.
You know what they say.
That you won more championships than one. And that was last year. By 191 points.
Yeah.
Don't make me question my research. Because I'm done.
The way you worded it, I was like, wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. By 191 points. Like, that's crazy.
I can't believe it myself sometimes. I think it would have been a lot closer had Scott Ellis not stopped showing up or stopped showing up. Yeah, stop showing up.
Stop showing up?
Yeah.
Because
no go. He stopped. No go.
Okay. Yeah, because the 2 years prior, it came down to the last race between me and him. Well, and even that 2 years ago, it came down to I think 3 of us. Yeah, that last race.
Was it
and
John Cole, the third person?
No, it was Chris Abel.
Oh, that's right.
because he was in the running too with Brad's old car
Yeah.
that I used to drive too. So, yeah, it was shaping up to be like that again last year because I think it was like the second or third race. I ended up blowing a tire. So I had a bad race, but then I started winning like a couple in a row, and I'm like, yeah, might be a shot this year. And then some stuff happened. I think it was fair night, and he had a bad race, and I don't know how bad his car was, stuff like that. But yeah, I think it would have been another really
good one.
Close one again.
Yeah. So I got 2020, you were second by 51 points.
Yeah.
21 lost it by 3 points. 22 lost it by 5.
Uh-huh.
And then one, you had a total of 9 features at Wilmot in those years, or the from 20. I don't know about 2019.
Okay.
If you want to, because it doesn't show on Wilmot's website. But
That's right. Yeah, they switched over after that.
So from 2020 to 2023, you got 9 feature wins, and 5 of them came from last year.
Yeah.
So you're on a hot streak.
Actually, it was a hell of a year.
Yes. Maybe that's why. It's just because it's more recency bias, where I was just like, well, yeah, he's winning all the time this year, so he must be winning all the time in the other years.
This last year, I remember commenting, I don't remember if it was to your sister or to my mom, that every single time you won was when I got taken out in a race.
So you just started taking people out. Take me out, take me out.
Hey, get this one this time.
Yes. Wow. So yeah, so you're on a hot streak going into 2024. You're gonna be running full time again.
Yep.
Nice in the 38.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be purple and teal, or
purple and orange?
Purple and orange.
That's right. Teal. That's
teal.
right. Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about the picture that I used for you guys. And I was like, well, I know there's teal and there's a purple one. Yeah.
There's teal somewhere.
Yeah, there's teal. Yeah. All right, so on YouTube here, we got Don Rooney. No sprint cars for either of you.
Oh. No.
No. Yeah. And then over here on Facebook, we got Ricky Nelson. Yeah, I've known.
Andy.
Who's up?
Andy.
Oh, Andy. He waves. Andy Owl?
Oh, Andrea. Her nickname's Andy.
Oh, Andy.
This
Okay.
guy's the pink car.
Gotcha.
143.
143. Nice. Ricky Nelson. Yeah, I've known Ryan since he was 7 years old. Wow.
I don't remember that. But
Nice. Karen Porter. What's up, Karen Porter from Ocala, Florida? It's not a show if she's not watching, so thank you, Karen, for tuning in. Joseph, what's up? Andy Nim, what's up, buddy? We have to have you come on, or at least in the audience. I forgot to also mention that we have people here, too. We got Maddie, Elliot, and Jimmy IE. So that was, because I was just remembering I went live without telling anyone I went live, and people are still talking, so people would have figured that out.
Right.
But what's up, guys? Comment if you have any questions here for Tiny Horse or Chipmunk. I'm gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
I'm gonna make it stick. So if I can get Natasha Alt to be called Natasha, I've won. Scoreboard later. And then also Josh Davidson.
Did you not see your post today?
Quiet Riot. Well, yeah, I know. Today? Or the last post?
The most recent post.
On Alt Motorsports?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It breaks my heart because not Alt every weekend. Yes, got a full house, Ricky Nelson. I just need one win this year, Ryan, okay? So we're about to, yeah. You guys can work amongst yourselves. I don't want to get in the middle of that.
I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to take you out.
Right.
Ricky
Ricky started on pole in a race last year,
Yeah.
and I started third. As soon as we went green, I pushed him because I got a better jump, and I could see him in the seat. He's like, "Who the hell?" I was like, "Let's go."
I mean, in a sprint car, I wish I could do that when you know you're starting in front of like someone really fast. You're just like, where are you? Because I don't need to accidentally get in your way. Iron Steer, why no sprint cars? If that's to the comment on YouTube we were talking about letting these two drive my car during practice.
I'm still in.
And they're still in. Okay. I'll be on those.
We won't tell her.
Yeah. I mean, you can put one of my helmets on. You'll be fine. Yeah. Yep. What's up, Sean?
I'm gonna get yelled at.
And Ricky Nelson, I remember that. Nice. Awesome. All right. So we're going to get into topic 1 here, presented by Next Gen Pumps, veteran-owned, American-made, warranty like no other. If you need some pumps or even your tires for racing at Wilmot, check out Tom Brown and Silver Lake's Next Gen Pumps. This topic is Bandit predictions. Oh, she heard it. Dawn heard you.
Mom
Okay.
hears all.
I know. Moms have that thing.
I wonder if it's her and Babbitts that communicate so everybody knows. I don't know. Conspiracy theories there.
Don't do us like that.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. So comment your predictions as we go along here. So the first Bandit prediction is, what is going to be the points gaps between first and second at Wilmot? You need a second? Or you got it?
I feel like it's going to be a lot closer than it was last year. I'm going to guess 42 points.
42. Nice. Jennifer.
I'm going back a couple years. I'm going to say it's going to be about 8 points.
8 points. Yeah. Facebook. Gap between first and second. YouTube. Gap between first and second. What do you think the points gap is going to be? Not who's going to win and who's going to be second, but just the points racing there. So that's actually how I figured out that you only won one championship, was going back, because I was like, okay, I got to figure out what's normal for the Bandits.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, 51, 3, 5. I'm like, I'm going to do a nail biter. And then I saw 191. I'm like, and that's the most recent year.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to go 59. Because you guys, I actually don't know. What is, how many points is it to win? Is it 60?
I believe it is 60, yes.
Oh, okay. So then it's just like us then too.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think that's just feature points.
Feature points, yes.
Because we also get show up points,
Oh.
which is another 60. We get points from the heat. And then they also do points. We do passing points, I believe, still.
Nice.
So a perfect night, I think, is 165 points.
65 points.
I think.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better about mine. I'm going to go 59. Yeah, I looked it right at you. Because, Jenny, how many points? 19. Say it.
We'll go 19.
Yeah. I knew it. Elliot.
20.
20. All right.
I also
Yeah.
commented my answer.
Oh, you did? Awesome. 16. Sorry. I did see 16. I just didn't see. Okay. Dave shoots in, says 24. Ryan. Oh, man.
Sawish.
Thank you, Sawish. He phonetically spelled it for me, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot. Sawish. 25. Andy. I'm just going to say Andy.
Yeah.
22. Maddie, 16. When I look at it really quickly, my dyslexia says Audie.
Well, that's because the last name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I'm super blind at this point, so it definitely was a body.
And Ricky Nelson says 32. Yeah, so I'm at, well, nice. Thank you, guys. Ryan shoots and says 22. Okay, so 22 is very common. So lowest is Jen with 8, and highest is me with 59. Nice. Bookends. Ryan's known me long enough to get my last name right.
Yeah, for a couple of years now.
Yeah,
Well,
awesome.
maybe more than a couple.
Well, we've been together for 7, so at least 10, 13.
Yeah, sounds about right. Holy cow!
Wow. Time flies.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe just under. Maybe 9. We'll go 9. That sounds
I
good.
know for less time than you.
Oh, shoots in. Ryan shoots in throwing hands. I'm the real Ryan. Oh. That's her little brother.
He's this tall. I'm this big.
Oh, man. All right. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm going to have to come back to write down Facebook's predictions here, because in October, the episode of October is just going to be going through all our predictions to see who's the closest and won. So that'll be fun.
A good episode.
Yeah. Most feature wins.
Just numerical amount?
Yeah, just for the
3
3
by one person.
by one person. Yep. Or who you can say names too.
I don't know who.
You don't know who? Sorry, it should be names. It should be names. Sorry. When you said numerical, I'm like, well, yeah. I'll go. I'm gonna back my boy here, Tiny Horse. You can't just end a hot streak like that.
We had a hell of a year.
Yeah. I don't know how many he's gonna have, but he's gonna have the most.
Oh,
He's gonna
thanks.
have the
Yes.
You got a pick?
Are we going names or numbers?
Names. You got
Well,
it.
then it depends.
On this podcast, we name names.
Call them out.
Yeah.
Because if John Cole comes back,
I know. That's my thing. I'm like, man, I don't know. I think he won 4
I was
before
gonna
he
say.
stopped for a year or 2.
Okay.
Has it only been a year?
yeah, he was only gone for last year.
Okay. I think he won 4 the year before.
Then
he
again, it
stopped.
depends on if he's figured out manually yet or not.
Yeah.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
We gotta be able to get it on the trailer.
Yeah.
Does mine have to be different than yours?
You can back yourself.
All right, I'm going to go with me.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get
I don't have
And
any room on the mantle for that.
you say John Cole or
I say John Cole.
John Cole. Okay.
If he comes back, I think he'll be fast.
Yeah, I did notice his name with the feature win count pretty high in one of the years, and I was like, I'm gonna write his name down for another one. I don't know. Facebook. Comment on which driver is going to win the most feature wins in 2024 at Wilmot, and I'm going to hit it over to our studio because I think you only know
I
like
got both of
2.
them staring at me. I know Ellis and
Okay.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
No.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
oh.
I think we got shots fired here too.
Yeah. That was shots fired. Sure.
And I'll go Ryan.
You're gonna go Ryan. Okay.
Just because over the years I've seen how he's progressed, and
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know we just started talking at A&F Pizza, but
Yeah.
Our weekly visits.
Yeah. Guy driver
I'll just go with Ryan.
Ryan. Nice.
I really
Yeah.
like him playing.
Oh, this pressure.
Yeah.
Fine, man.
Oh, we got real quickly got Audie with John Cole if he comes back. Sorry, Ryan.
That's fair. That was my
Yep.
my concern.
Andy's on my side with this.
Yeah. April Orth, Tiny Horse. Let's go.
That's my
Another
mom.
Tiny Horse.
That's my mom.
Night. April's your.
April
Or
Orth.
this is my mom. Okay. Are you- okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm like, wait.
Different last names. Stepdad.
Okay.
Married.
Gotcha. That's my boy Jimmy from Ricky Bobby.
Oh,
He
wait.
spelled your name wrong.
yeah. Did he really?
Yeah,
He did.
with a Y.
Then we can't be friends anymore.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Next time on Outlaws, I'm gonna have to take him out.
I can't see that.
Audie, us girls have to stick together.
Girl power.
Yes. Maddie.
What's the other car that was racing last year that's teal with the husky on the back?
Husky on the back.
It has a different stuffed animal. I don't know if it's a husky, but it's a different stuffed animal.
You have a number.
Yeah.
No, I don't have enough number.
The
It's
only
like
person I
black
can
and
think-
teal.
Jesse?
Black and teal?
Yeah.
It's got to be Jesse.
She's blue. That's not really teal.
I mean, it might
Yeah,
be
but from a
blue.
distance.
It
I was
might be
gonna say
blue.
that's the only person that has close to the same color as I do. It's gotta be Jesse.
I don't remember a husky.
Jesse.
She had a big fan base. That's all I remember. Like you and her had, or him had a big fan base.
You sure you're not thinking of her?
I mean, maybe.
She got a teal car,
I
and she
know
has a
it's okay.
unicorn on the passenger side.
Oh yeah, then it's you.
Oh! You don't even know who we're talking about. Oh, all right. So
I mean,
Maddie
you did
goes
pretty
with
good in the race
Jennifer.
I was watching.
That's what I was like.
Oh,
I don't know anybody else has a teal and an animal. Like, there's only a couple of us.
Awesome.
Jay Orr wins as many times as he shows up. That's from Charlie Lane Core.
He
Yeah.
does.
He only comes about once or twice a year.
Is that the
though.
monster car?
2 to 3.
2 to
No,
3?
that's Devin Dixon. Jay
yeah.
Orr is the 18? Yeah, 18 because his brother runs a 13.
Yes.
Jake.
Ford
Jay Orr is the
Focus
white, the white Ford
Okay.
Focus with some pink accents.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be different this year, but
Gotcha.
I think he took most of last year off. That's why he
Did
wasn't
he
there.
have a kid as well?
I think they did have another
Okay.
one.
Something in the water.
Right? Everybody getting pregnant.
Yeah. All right. Facebook. Any other names that come to mind for most feature wins? Yeah, it was when you landslide, like you win 50% of the features. Like, you got to go with odds.
That's fair. I'm not saying it was like a, what do you call that?
Well, just remember when you're driving on the track, you have the pressure of our 10 podcast fan base.
Oh, boy.
Tens of fans. That's
Should
what we
paint
have.
the again?
No,
Uh,
we shouldn't. I know how to drive. I think I just had a lot of help last year. Like, because, I'm not going to lie. We had some rough tracks last year.
Oh, yeah.
And
what? No.
No, yeah, I know we did.
Not rough at all. 2 bandit drivers flipping.
Mm.
Okay, it's a rough track when a mod flips. It's a really rough
Yeah.
track if a
Yeah.
bandit can get momentum to flip.
Yeah.
Going through, what was it? No, it was 1 and 2. When I
Why
watched
did you
Ricky
both-
Nelson. That might have been the same race that I pushed him. I don't remember. But he hit like that line, that divot that was just through the whole turn. And I saw his undercarriage. That's a little rough. Just a little bit.
Yeah. We were at World of Wheels in Milwaukee, and someone was like, "Yeah, I got a Bandit, but I'm racing at 141." I'm like, "Oh, well, if you fancy coming down," he's like, "Well, maybe, but I heard it's a rough track." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, if you want smooth, stay on asphalt." Like,
Yeah.
what do you want? Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean,
It's fair. The track doesn't change.
Yeah.
Not like
Right.
it's hot or colder, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Yeah, but it
it's
doesn't-
rough. It always there's. I feel like 3 and 1 always have a hole, no matter what
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get the car
Yeah.
upset a little bit.
Mhm.
But last time I checked the racing line on a dirt track, it is from infield tire to the wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Not a single lane.
well, and that's why as soon as you pulled out for pace laps on those nights, I'm like, I'm running there.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. And if you're there, I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yeah. All right, most heat race wins.
If he races, I don't know if he's going to be racing or not. I know he was thinking and had his car up for sale. I don't know if he sold it. But Scott Ellis.
Scott
Because
Ellis.
I think he won the most this last year.
I boiled mine down to 2, but let me see what Jennifer says first.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. You can bag yourself too.
Dave McKellips.
David.
Oh, David.
Sorry, David.
He prefers David, so
Yes.
everyone knows.
And that's the Hot Wheel car?
That's
Yes.
a Hot Wheel car.
Yeah.
Your
The
stacker
double
that you
decker
love.
stacker.
Oh.
Yes.
Everybody knows that
That's
trailer.
Yes.
David and Jesse McKellips. Yep.
Jesse McKellips. Okay. And that's sibling wife.
Wife.
Wife. Okay. Nice. Well, it's always nice to see spouses and boyfriend girlfriends racing against each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a great time.
Yeah.
We
They
love
get-
them.
And now we have Andy and Mike out there racing against
Yep.
each other too.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
the 143 and the 341. Pink and black.
I wondered.
Mike has the
I
unicorn or the Pegasus. On
Pegasus,
his hood.
yes.
Yes,
Andy
okay.
has the lion.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you took one of mine.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. She did not. I'm gonna go with John Cole. I hope, John, you better race.
If you're watching this,
Yeah,
better race.
you have to come out of retirement or whatever just to help me win these predictions.
Well,
I would say he did hint to our group chat that he was going to come back.
Okay.
He only left because they had a baby.
Okay.
Something
Something in the water.
Something in the water.
Facebook, who do you think is going to win the most heat races this year? Terry Davis almost landed on my hood the one night out there. If I didn't break, he would have been on the hood. Oh, Ricky Nelson.
I one up you with Patrick landing on top of me.
I don't want anything landing on top of me.
Normally, no.
We got Ryan
Sawwich.
Sawwich, thank you. I forget I pronounced the W. That's what it is. Sawwich.
Sawish.
Sawwich. Oh,
I say Sawish because there's an S in front of the
It's
CH.
an S.
okay, yeah.
Sawish. Sawish.
Yeah.
Sawish.
Whoosh.
I mean,
Whoosh.
it's not an easy last name.
No.
I don't blame you.
Jesse.
Jesse.
We got Jesse McKellips from Andy. Okay, let's go. Ricky Nelson here. So we're gonna have a lot of BF and GFs and husbands and wives racing. Let's go. It's gonna get really saucy when you guys are all fighting at this for the same spot, especially when it's a win. There's no money on the line for that ride home.
I was saying, I originally said you don't have to look at me for that, but then there was the race where it was you, Austin, and I all racing for first, second, and third.
It was a heat race, I
It was a
believe,
heat
wasn't
race.
it? Yeah. When was that? Last year or 2 years ago?
It had to have been 2 years ago. My car kept breaking last year.
Driving it too hard?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, she drives them. She definitely drives them.
IE here. Who's going to win the most heat races?
Double decker.
Double decker. So
Which
either.
one?
Because what's going to happen is he's going to say one and the other one's going to win.
Yeah, you say David.
Let's say I'll do David.
David, all right.
It's the Hot Wheels.
I really want to
Hot
say
Wheels.
that.
Yeah. Elliot.
I have no clue.
Just so competitive, right?
I gotta start reading into more.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Well, that's what I wanted to do with the podcast is also just not bring in sprint car guys, but bring in everybody because we all need love. Maddie.
Ryan's gonna get the most heat race wins.
Okay, so Ryan's gonna get the most heat race wins. Jennifer's gonna get the most feature wins. Okay.
I'd be cool with that.
If I mean, who
Take it.
wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Honestly.
Yeah, you can have all the heat races you want. Like features.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Facebook. Oh, we got Joseph Pillman Jr. here. Hello from the Bandit driver. From the Bandit driver that talks so much but races so little.
He's been out for
Yeah.
A season and a half.
season and a half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Building
It's
a car.
57?
Yeah.
47?
57.
57. Okay.
47's Carpenter.
Yes.
Scott Carpenter.
That's right. Yeah.
Babbitt's friend at the event.
That's who. Yeah, I was looking at him like, he looks so familiar.
He races.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like, so where are you from?
Who are you?
You've been pretty good.
Mhm.
Pretty
Oh,
good. Yeah. Yeah.
He has the same car as us,
Yes, he does.
and he has. I think he's had it for. This was his second year running it, if I remember correctly,
I was to say he got
Okay.
his the same time I got mine.
and he's improved a hell of a lot
Oh yeah.
because I had trouble passing him one night.
Yep. The speed seekers don't leave that as fast anymore, right?
Right.
Ryan Sawich, that's going to be some very awkward times climbing in bed at night. Remember when you wrecked me? Oh,
He
I
can
mean-
sleep on the couch.
yeah. And then really quickly here, I see Ricky Nelson says between Ryan and Ellis. Is there two Ellises? Or was there
is
two?
Was might be two. There was two.
Two was two. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Scott and Steve. Scott is the son. Steve is the dad.
Okay.
Everybody knows Steve as Old Man though.
Yes. He wants people to call him
Old
old
man.
man.
Old man is 23 or 25?
25.
25. I got the numbers though. Aha.
Improvements.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah. Any other comments there? I lost my train of thought. I was like, phew. Cool. Awesome. All right. Now Facebook. Comment what you think the average car count will be for the entire year for the Bandits. Like what the average per night car count will be. You guys have your answers?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm still debating.
Okay, Maddie, go over to you first. No pressure.
What is their normal average? What was last year's average car?
I have no idea.
If I had to guess, last year's average was like
23, 24.
That's what I was gonna say. 23, 24.
22.
22. Elliot.
27.
27. Big year. Let's go. E.
21.
Oh, thank goodness you didn't take my number. Ricky Nelson, 53. Ooh, you're gonna have a monster year.
Twice. Oh my gosh.
27 from Ryan Sawish. Andy, 26. Ricky Nelson, 53. The whole year, no, sorry, the average per night, sorry. Average. I mean, we could do a high count night one time, maybe. I don't know. But that would be so confusing.
Most likely fair night. That seems to be
Yeah,
the most.
fair night's
Unless
not
we
a
have
good
like,
night.
unless we have like a bigger pay or something.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
I heard there's going to be a night or two. I don't know.
Oh.
But higher pay.
Okay.
I think I heard the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to name names and name dollar signs, what did you hear? I'll mute the mic. Mute the mic and just be like, oh my gosh. And then unmute it. Oh, that sounds very nice.
Got people commenting, find a bandit right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, seriously. We got Dawn on YouTube here, 20. Okay. You guys have your
And
numbers?
25.
Ooh, 25. Okay.
Andy and I be on that same wavelength.
I'm gonna say 26 because I think there's some
26.
people that I don't know about that might be running like getting a car.
Yeah. How often do you guys get out of the Bandits, would you say? Like every year, is there like at least one or two guys that leave and sell stuff, or that pretty much everyone kind of sticks around for the most part?
I don't think people sell very often, at least not
No.
since we've been involved in
I
it.
feel like more people join than people sell.
Right. Like my
Yeah.
first year, I think we averaged like 15 cars. But since then on, it seems like it's
Grown.
A good grown.
Grown a
faster and
lot.
Yeah.
faster.
I remember one time in our drivers meeting, they're like, and we got like 34 Bandits. And I'm like, nice. A
right.
B-main and the Bandits. Oh, this is going to be really good.
Mhm.
I don't like B-mains because I always get stuck in the B-main.
Just drive through the guy in front of you in the heat race.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just floor it.
Yeah. All right, because I wrote down between 19 and 25. So let me see what numbers we don't have. I'm gonna say 24. Do it for Jeff.
That was my other guess. Like I was torn between. She took 25. I'm like 24, 26. I'm like, But
Yeah,
26.
but Andy took 26.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, am I not allowed 26?
No,
No,
you
you
can still
can-
take 26.
Yeah, you
but-
just will tie with someone.
We'll just
in
twinsy.
October. Yeah,
we'll
twinsy.
just twinsy.
Yeah, it's not the first time. Andy says, or we have to get new cars because we wrecked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy and I know that too well.
So does my brother.
Oh, especially your brother.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
He's the one that flipped last year.
Oh, wait, was that wait?
The first flip was
The
his
first
brother. The one that hit the wall and then
Yeah.
flipped.
First one. Yeah, because the second one was Patrick and he landed.
Patrick's the one in turn 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Well, they
remember
were
that
both
one.
in turn one.
Well, Austin and
Was
Scott's
that-
were on the straightaway.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It's the one down there. That was at the Wednesday fair, right?
Was it during fair night?
I don't think so. I think it was like
Because I thought one flipped down the front chute during fair night, which you guys were running on the Wednesday night. So I was there.
it might have been.
It might
I
have
don't
been
remember,
Wednesday.
honestly.
It might have been fair night. Fair night is like Bandit's cursed night anyway.
That's what it feels like. It's like something always happens on fair night and you're like, ugh.
Oh, ooh, Ryan flipped in a Bandit in 2016, as in Ryan
Sawish.
Sawish. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh wow.
nice.
Stop flipping cars.
Yeah. We need to have a podcast just for flip cars
Oh,
in
gosh.
any class. We talk about the worst ones.
Well, my brother's in.
Yeah.
I'll make him come.
Because
I
like,
don't want to be in that club.
No.
Sorry.
so have you flipped? And you haven't flipped.
No, we have both come close to flipping, but we have not flipped.
Oh,
The time you tip overs don't count as flips.
Yes.
I was gonna say, my first year with my car that I bought in 2021, I was following Dale Elighter through 1 and 2. And I was trying it was a while at that time, and I got a little too low. And you know how the cutout in 1 and 2, I launched off and I was on 2 wheels. And I'm like, oh no, I just got this car. Don't flip.
That's where I'm at right now because we just built. It's a used car, but it's got all the good stuff on it. So I'm like, I will cry. It's the most. It's the most I've paid for a wrap too. So I'm like, I will cry if this thing gets wadded up on the first night.
Mhm. My heart sank in that moment. I'm like, no, don't flip. Like,
that's the worst part too. When you're like, I think I can catch it.
I don't know if my heart had time to sink during the first race when I hit that berm.
Yeah.
It just happens so fast, especially the first time because you don't know what the car's going to do. And then, then you're like, wow, like my feet are getting pushed into the floor pan. That's a weird sensation. It's like when you see someone's dash cam on the street and they're drinking coffee and they like have an accident. You're like, oh yeah, they do have coffee that's going to go all over the inside of the windshield. I wouldn't think of that. Yeah. Right. Duh. We got Dave Shoots in DC. You gonna hijack Bandit for a race? Maybe. Maybe I would really like to rip a Bandit for a race. Just feel it.
Well, I mean, if I get my new car going, if I get my new car going, then I'd have a spare.
I'm a race car driver. I will fit.
I practiced her car.
Even if I have to drive it like this.
Well, then you might fit.
Yeah.
Well, I practiced her car last year, and I was like,
like one of those weird pedal cars where you gotta do this with your feet.
You have to have them like so far out, and you just.
I think people underestimate how close I sit to the steering wheel.
How small you are.
Yeah. Compared to my feet.
Like a NASCAR driver, or just like right here.
Oh, yeah, right.
Do you have to take the wheel off to get in and out?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, like, I gotta see you getting out of the car then if it doesn't come off.
I can get in and out with the steering wheel on. It's just not as easy.
Yeah, error is fast. Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha. Ricky Nelson replying to Dave, that might happen this year. Wink, wink. Yeah, and then the only other prediction that we have, but then the Bandits don't do it, unfortunately, is qualifying. Who would have the most fast times? But do you guys ever qualify? Is there any kind of situation where you guys would?
There's once that I could think of that we did.
Was it Fair Night? 2020?
I don't think it was Fair Night. It was Sponsor Night.
Sponsor Night, that's
they
right.
They gave us qualifying laps.
Nice.
So that was interesting. We were like,
we did it.
Look at us.
Rolling out. We're the world of outlaws. Yep. Oh, yeah. We got to heat the tires up.
Put them off.
No, this is a little slick right here. In this hot spot.
Don't go there.
Yeah. So how did you like qualifying? Did you qualify?
Yeah, I was racing in the fine time.
Nice.
So.
Did you like it?
I had no clue what to do.
One down, throttle up.
That's pretty much what I did.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is for us is it's so early in the night, so the track is so
slimy.
Oh yeah.
Awful for us because our cars except for like cars like Brandon Walters, the Mustangs.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Those cars rip in the very, very wet. Our cars not so much.
Yeah, that's what that car is. It's a Mustang because it does not look like a Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
It's what and he's gonna correct me. I was gonna say 84, but he's gonna end up yelling at you for that. It's probably not.
I say I don't even remember. There's been like 3 Mustangs that I've seen throughout my time racing at Wilmot.
And they're front wheel drive?
No, they're all rear. But
they're 4 cylinders.
They're 4 cylinders.
Fox body style.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Well, that's why he rips in the slick.
Yeah.
The slop.
Right.
Okay. Interesting. Loopholes.
Right. Well, I mean, our rules state front or rear wheel drive, but front seems to trump the rear wheel drive
By the end of the night.
By the end of the night.
Gotcha.
Most four-wheel
Most four-wheel drive cars.
Let me get a Subaru around Wilmot.
Most 4-cylinder cars front-wheel drive.
Most.
Yeah.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
That are old enough to race.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not going to bring like 2019 out there.
No.
I mean, if I find a wrecked one.
But that'd be a different story.
Maybe I'll find one and wreck it myself.
How about Ashton's?
Mom, can I borrow the car?
Kia? It's crossed my mind. When she's done with it, that's crossed my mind. Burns oil like a sieve, but how often? Yeah, how often do you guys do oil changes?
Once at the beginning of the season.
So we're not the greatest with it, but yeah,
Well-
we check it periodically throughout.
You
the
check the
season.
levels, but you don't
Yeah.
change it. Okay.
I mean,
I don't know.
it doesn't even start getting dark until like I think 2 races to the end of the season.
Right.
I don't know.
really know if I had a chance to do many oil changes.
Well, when you're replacing motors,
You don't need to.
You do
Yeah.
one.
It's
Yeah.
really fine. You got the milkshake in there, just throw it in the
See, that's the secret there to doing the oil changes. Just burn the
Right.
motor up.
Right.
Good.
It's an oil change.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. And the last prediction here before we move on. What is a bold prediction that you have for the Bandits? Whether that's a rookie that will win majority of the features, I don't know. Just trying to give hints and stuff. But what is, or I don't want to say it because he's on a lot of our lists. Let's just say someone in the studio may not win any feature this year. Just something, just a bold prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pointed. You didn't say it, so you're good. No jinx. So does anyone have a bold prediction?
You think Ava's gonna come in and steal the show?
Say that again.
Ava?
Evie?
Evie?
Evie? Is Evie gonna be the top
There
woman
you go.
driver?
I knew I was gonna do that too.
Sorry.
Evie gonna steal a show?
Is that yours?
I think she's gonna come in and steal the show.
Okay.
Bold prediction.
Yeah. I don't know how to spell Evie, but as long as I can pronounce it in October, that's all that matters, right?
He said, Evie.
Andy can correct us if we're wrong because she knows her more than we
Oh,
do.
there it is. I was so close. I put W at the end. IE. New best friend.
Evie.
Another IE.
Oh, snap. Facebook friend request.
Yeah. Andy says here, Dag Jen totally on the same wavelength. Evie Mikos will win a lot of heat races as a rookie. Okay, that's Andy's there, right there. Okay. Ryan or I, you got one?
Ryan, IE. How do you
Yeah,
spell
sorry.
that?
Ryan IE. Yeah.
Oh, which person are we talking to now?
Yeah. Whoever answers
I'm gonna
first.
throw it out there. I don't know. Derek's gonna go out in someone else's car
Oh.
and win his first heat race in a Bandit.
Ooh.
My only heat race in the Bandit.
You
Depends
never
on
know.
how much I like it. If I like it, I might have to talk to Ricky.
I have a
more.
Subaru sitting on. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Oh man. All right,
Well,
Andy,
yes,
real
but-
quickly, what is a heat race? Okay, sorry. For whatever reason, I was thinking a lot of heat races, but it's a lot.
I mean,
yeah.
it could be a lot.
Okay.
One
She wins it the first night. I mean,
That'd be
Andy's sitting good with bold predictions.
Look at
Uh,
that.
Wins heat race. Okay. Ryan.
I feel like my brother is gonna win 2 races.
At least 2.
I think 2.
2 exactly.
He has none right now, so
A mains.
correct.
Okay.
I know that kind of. I mean, bold prediction, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have
You got to
to
back
let
your
him
brother
know
though.
He can't roll to win a race.
Right. He needs to stay on all 4.
Robin here. I heard Austin's coming after Ryan.
That's my
That's been
aunt.
since he started.
Okay.
Austin is
Okay.
my brother. Robin is my aunt.
Gotcha. Okay. It's coming to you, Maddie. I'm gonna skip you, Elliot. You don't have to sweat it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be really bold. I'm gonna say DC. How far do you think you're gonna go?
With what?
Top 10 in the A main
Ooh.
With the Bandit?
with the Bandit.
Oh, as far as my foot goes on the floor, that's how far I'm going.
I would love to see Derek
Should I say top 5 or top 10?
Bandit.
Oh man, Ricky, this really has to happen now. we can't let our viewers and fans not have their bold predictions come true.
Top 10.
Come on, Derek.
You better just
You
make
got
sure
it.
I'm around for practice because I need to watch.
You need to watch.
I need
Oh,
to
I
see
need
it.
to watch too.
Okay. Are
Come
you gonna
on.
tell me what I'm doing wrong?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll help.
Oh, but
We
you
need
don't
to see
tell me what
Derek
I'm
and
doing
Bandit. It needs to come true.
Yeah,
wrong.
listen.
You said a top
Oh,
5?
did I not listen?
No, I said top 10,
You
but if
said
you want to
four,
go
I
top
flew
5,
it.
we can do top 5.
We'll do top 10.
Top 5.
Ooh,
You said it.
top 5.
It's your
You said
prediction.
it.
It's your
You
prediction.
said it.
Hey, no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
I'm gonna be sitting in 5th and I'll be like, do I really want Manny to win? Nah. after you, Ricky Nelson. Oh man. Oh yeah, Shane Nelson, we got you. DC, thank you. David Schitz in here. Let's go. I also forgot to tell you before the show if you are going to read a comment to like say who says it because otherwise you sound like you had a stroke. Because you're just like, aha, that's funny. And people listening are like, what?
Right. I've done that on the podcast. Listening to it, I'm like, what are they laughing at? And then you explain, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks for letting me in.
Yeah. Oh man, so all right, so we got a lot, which I will be doing a poll here probably in the next 2 days with some of the bold predictions, and then we'll have a vote too because that went really well to the wingless. The wingless was the last bold prediction we had. That was a long show, a couple shows ago, because the last couple of
that?
guests. What's up?
Was that the first one for season 2?
Yep, first one for season 2. Because our last 2 guests were wishy-washy on what they're doing, so like can't really have a prediction with a class that you're not really running in. So Tommy and
Silsky.
I'm good at spelling and pronunciation.
and sounding the letters out.
Sound it out.
All right, so topic 2 here, presented by Pullman Auto. They have 3 locations in Kenosha, 1 location in Racine. If you're looking for a new to you car or a new car or a 4-cylinder Bandit, check out Pullman Auto. And Tom Crane Racing sent you. All right, topic 2, we're just talking Bandits racing in general. Just because they're, like I said before, they're the most pure class of racing at Wilmot, I feel. And I don't feel like you guys have as much drama as all the other classes.
Not
No.
very often, no.
That's what I was telling Ryan the other night. I feel like we're the only class that has a whole group chat. Like we've had a group chat for the last 2 seasons. Is
that true?
wrong?
I'm just thinking about what our group chat would look like. But deleted in a week. Probably.
Just
We've had a
removing
solid
people.
group chat for the
Yeah.
last 2 seasons.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. That's really cool. I think the only other class that may have that would be the Lightning Sprints. Or I should say, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lightning Sprints kind of had that because they seem like a close-knit group. But you guys are always in the back 40 because, like,
Having our own little
We like
party
it.
back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We like it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have a good time.
Yeah.
And you guys are all next to each other all the time, so
Oh, yeah.
that helps. I mean, has there been any fights or anything like that?
Fight.
Like not like your mama's so fat. No, like punching.
We haven't had any fist fights.
No,
No.
I can't think of one.
I can think of a couple verbal fights that have happened.
Yes, screaming matches.
Yes.
I think I was walking by a pit one time.
But
Normally
well,
our
the thing is, us in the back,
right.
person that ticks people off isn't with us. If that makes
Right.
sense. They're normally in the front. So
And we're not out here to name names at all.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I mean, even that I don't think was really a screaming match. I'm trying to think of past seasons because I don't think there was anything last year.
No, not that I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's good.
No,
I mean,
good.
we're
a pretty calm group.
we're a big family,
Yeah.
if you will. I mean,
Yeah.
all of us we help each other and we get along really,
Right.
really well.
Yeah. You guys bring the most people in the pits too, so yeah, it makes sense with the whole family thing. Loudest cheer section, which I'm telling our fan base, I want you louder than the Bandits. Okay, I want you
You
louder.
hear that?
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Yes. You got to rate well.
Except
See,
we're
the
not
thing
the
is, he works on my
grand
brother's team.
Oh.
I know.
See?
He's a spy. No, I'm
I
kidding.
Especially now that I know your Auntie Robin's in here, like she wins it over everybody.
Yeah.
She's the one screaming.
Unfair night. Like I was sitting back watching the racing, and then I was like, "Wow, look at all these like fan bases," and it's like people are like signaling to the driver, and we're like, "They can't see you, but like you keep doing you. Like that is awesome. That is so
As long as
cool.
you believe.
Yeah. Just like my dad yelling at us to go. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll go. We'll go now since we
Go! No, I can definitely hear our families in the stands while
yeah.
racing
Nice.
because they'll scream as we go past.
Yes.
And then,
And each scream is 10 horsepower, right?
uh-huh.
Which is-
Go.
That was probably my fastest races when I finally heard
Yeah.
that. Because I'm normally so focused that
Yeah.
I've kind of
It's-
tuned it out.
It's like a black screen, right?
Right.
You don't remember it.
But a couple races before the end, I finally heard them. I was like, oh my God, you really can't hear them in the car.
It's so weird how that works because, I mean, my first like whole season, I feel like I didn't hear anything in the car, anything else. But yeah, as you like get more experience, you're like, oh, I didn't hear that before. I didn't hear that before. And now you like start hearing cars and like fans, and you're like, holy cow.
Yeah. Usually it's like once your brain like starts processing a lot of stuff faster, you just start noticing little things here and there. Yeah. Yeah, your fan bases are awesome.
We love that.
Yeah, I love watching them. Even if the racing, because like people I know are like, well, they're not fast. It's like, well, if you actually get over that fact and actually just watch the race,
The racing.
like, okay, Ryan might start 8th or 10th, and if you know, you're like, he's gonna be moving, and you watch him, and there'll be cars falling back and other cars chasing you, and like the
Right.
racing is really good. I kind of do like the rough track because I feel like it makes you got like just every class, like you can either run through the hole or miss the hole.
Right. Well, I am all for rough tracks after this last year because
Yeah.
It's fun.
I had a good time and
Yeah.
our cars didn't break.
No,
So,
no. Oh, so since we're talking about bandits,
okay, for the most part.
Wait a minute.
For the most part.
calling you
I-
out.
Definitely agree on the track though, because at least with our cars, like you can hit those ruts and just fly.
Yeah,
Like you can rip those.
yeah,
See, I felt because in those races, I picked it and I'm like, top lane looks the smoothest. I'm gonna stick to that. And every corner, I tried to like kind of dip my left sides into the rut
yeah.
and help pull me around the
hold
corner.
it, yeah.
Did it actually work? I don't know.
But mentally it did.
Mentally it did.
Mentally it did.
Mentally it was a win.
What kind of setups can you guys do? Changes to your cars throughout, like, because like with the sprint car stuff, we're changing stagger and wheel offsets and raising the right height and lowering the right height and all that kind of stuff. But what can you guys do?
I mean,
Or is it just turn and burn basically?
for the most part, I think we can do pretty much all of that. Like we have, different size tires from left to right. The only thing that has to be similar with wheels is the wheel size, like the diameter.
Okay.
So they need to be 15s all the way around. But you can change tire sizes.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Patterns. Because you guys
Yeah.
run production tires, right? You know,
Yeah.
like
DOT
Hoosiers.
tires,
Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, the only thing that has to stay the same with our tires is rim size.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can move around how much you want.
Okay.
Wheel size.
we can add like spring rubbers, stuff like that.
Nice. So it's more or less of like just trying to find the balance of your car, and then once you kind of find it, then you don't really move that far away from
Right.
it. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can change tire sizes. You can change pressures. You can change. I don't know if it's in the rules if you can change springs. I don't think we have really messed much
Okay.
with springs. Mostly like the spring rubbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
To try and stiffen
Some
the right
NASCAR,
side.
some NASCAR stuff right there. There's NASCAR.
Yeah. Gotta go fast.
Yeah. If you ain't going fast, why even try it? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
As
Because
far
like
as-
you guys aren't running around like headless chickens when the track starts to slick off like we do. We're like, change everything.
Right.
Change the torsion bars.
No, that's only if you get into an accident or something.
Right.
We need a control arm.
Yeah.
Control arm, rotor,
Tie rods,
bushing.
bearings. We've had some stuff we've had to change.
Yeah.
Your
Oh
first-
my goodness.
Nothing beats your first season.
That was
The learning curve.
Second.
Oh, that's right, because I was racing at the same time.
Right, 'cause
Second
it was-
season.
Oh
It was the first race of the year,
no. Oh man.
and in the heat race, I was leading and coming off of going into one.
I was gonna say I don't know. I was on the track at the same time. So.
Going into one, I guess the right rear hub broke off. And the tire went up over the berm, and I was still driving.
Like nothing's wrong.
We were on the white flag. I'm like, oh, I got a flag. And they called a caution when I was going into 3, and it was the last lap.
And you're like, no.
And I slowed down. I'm like, do I got a flat? And I think it was Dave. He went around. He's like, it's not there. I'm like, what do you mean it's not there?
The wheel, the tire, everything.
I'm like, what happened? And yeah, so I got a DNF for the race. They didn't call it, even though we were on the white. So I got towed back. And our friends, Scott, Brad, Tony was there. My dad started like ripping the car apart.
Yeah.
And we were like trying to figure out if we had enough time to get to an auto part. Yeah, O'Reilly's we found out had one, but it was in
Fox Lake.
Fox Lake.
Yeah, it's across the border.
Right. I mean, it's not close though.
Granted, like
Yeah.
2 minutes down the road. is
Yeah,
past the border.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other side of the mountain.
So they started doing that, and me and Tony took off in the car because we didn't have a lot of races in between. I'm like, I was like, man, I'm done, for the night. I'm like, this screws us over, but we left anyway. And they're like, we almost had a red flag. We're like, go!
Yes.
Mush.
Right. So we got there, and I think got the parts like studs, hub, all that stuff. We're heading back. They're like, we almost had another red flag.
Go.
We got time.
I think it was only you and Tony had it. So I'm still
Right.
back at the car.
Right.
And like as soon as we get done putting things back together where we can kind of race with this, his dad leans up against the car and goes, well, now we just need to wait for the boys to come back. As he says that, they come whipping around the corner.
I was running through the pits because Tony dropped me off. I'm like, thank you. And as soon as we got back, they're like, all right. And they're like, get in the car because I got put to the B main.
Yeah.
So I had to go through the B main. And yeah, as they dropped the jack, I'm like, we gotta go.
Nice. Perfect time. That sounds like a wingless between B and Maine when we have a big change.
I don't know how if y'all do that every night. I don't know how y'all do
I
it.
don't know.
I mean, we don't go to Fox Lake, but close enough. Close enough. Let's see here. I saw where'd it go? I saw a comment here. Jeff, where'd it go? There it is. Jeff Curcio, I am very late to the party, but 4 bangers question. DC, let me know if you see me. I see you. Oh, I think when I'm driving the car, if I see him, maybe he wears a lot of bright colors, so that could be. And then also we have here, Andy. I hit a hole every dang time, even if I try to sing it. Yep, that's how it works sometimes. And then Ricky Nelson did like 10 laps with no back wheel, basically. Nice.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Scott's wheel he had some massive positive camber on his, I think, right rear? Or was it his left rear?
Right
I
rear.
mean, with the Bandits, that's the nice thing. Is their front wheel drive. It doesn't matter as long as it's on the rear and it's
Right. As long as they stay on,
Yeah.
it's fine.
How much is it to build a Bandit? If you were to buy it and gut it, and what would you need to do?
It really depends on what you're trying to do with the car.
Okay.
What you're trying to do, what car you want, because like our cars, they're not cheap.
When you say our cars,
Nissan Sentra
Spec
Spec Vs.
okay, because that was my next one. What is a good make and model? So okay, so when you said our cars, I'm like, okay, so
Well,
they're on.
Yeah, well, there's a reason they're, I guess,
hard
not
to find.
allowed.
Yeah,
at
at
some
most
tracks.
they're
Mm.
not allowed.
Well, some tracks don't allow like variable valve timing. Some tracks don't allow engines above 2.4 liters, which ours are 2.5s.
Oh.
Like 141, we couldn't go there on a normal night.
Oh,
We can only go there for the classic, which
Right.
we do.
And that's
Um,
because it's home track rules.
gotcha.
Right. Which Wilmot allows us. So we're like, and it's not like we win every race. This I'm not counting. Don't look at
2023.
this last year. Don't look at this last year. I had a lot of luck.
Too much to type from Jeff Curcio. We'll start now, and maybe when we get through this part, we'll be able to read it.
Right.
Dave shoots in. That sounds like a last-minute distributor change last year. Yeah. Andy, shout out to Ryan for winning 141 race.
Yes, he
Nice. Nice. That was classic, right?
Yeah, the Fall Classic.
Nice. That's not the Creek one, right? Battle of the
It is.
Creek.
Yes.
Oh, that's the Battle of the Creek.
Or
Okay.
the Treek Strong Creek Classic.
Yes.
That is
Easy
a
for
mouthful.
easy for you to say.
It is a mouthful. I know.
I'll just say Battle of the Creek.
There you
That's
go.
easier.
That works.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what
easier.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was, well, yours and my brother's first time racing up there.
Yeah, and it didn't end well for me.
And it was my second year at 141 this last year.
Oh, okay. Jeff, call me. Well, our first call in. Who would have thought it'd be a bandit? You're gonna be on speaker. Jeff, you can call me. So when he calls, we'll see what this is. I have no idea. I can trust Jeff though. I hope. Jeffifa. Boss man. While we're waiting for him, we kind of hit pay a little bit before the show started, which my last TikTok was worth it.
Yeah.
Check out Crane Racing on TikTok or Facebook. It was,
This one TikTok is worth it.
yes, it is worth it. Got a lot of followers
Yeah.
from it. Yes.
Every TikTok is
Yes. Thank you, Manny. Every TikTok is funny, but this one was like the cherry on top of the cream.
That one was the most worth it.
Yes.
That was, yes. I had a message and I was like, this deserves a follow. And I was like, oh, thank you. Click, Bandit. I'm like, nice. And then we got like 15 new followers. I'm like, who are these people? Bandit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I speak for all the people. Yeah, so the pay, you guys bring the most, get paid the least. Not saying that to start a fight or anything. But you guys get paid
Happens.
all the way through now, right? We were talking
Yes.
before it was
Yes.
just the top
Pretty
5.
sure, yep.
So that's really good. So it's 100 to win.
100 to win for race and championship. And
Okay.
I'm not sure how the rest of the championship works, if it's the exact same
I
as
think
like
it
the pay
is.
scale
Yeah.
or race pay scale. I
Yeah.
think it is too.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then pay off the top 5 at the end of the year.
No.
well, top 5 get pay.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah.
In the championship.
oh,
yeah.
right,
yes.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Jeff is teasing me. You can call me, and he hasn't called me. Anticipation's killing me. Because it's a long one.
Suspense.
Yeah. And then I guess the last thing I have, unless Maddie or IE or Elliot have a question for you, or Facebook here has a question for you. What would you change about the Bandits? Right before we went on, you're like, oh, I want to. I'm like, I'm right. Because that sounds saucy.
What did you bring up right beforehand?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. What did I say? Or did you say it? Which one of us said it?
You said it.
I said it. Oh, that's not good. What did I say? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. The only reason I say this is because I used to help Taylor Dawson back in the day
Okay.
when he ran 4 cylinders.
Okay.
And there were 2 classes of 4 cylinders. They had the Pro 4s and they
I
had
forgot about
the
that.
Bandits.
And they ran on the track at the same time. They just spaced them.
That I don't think they did.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure the problem is his class got so scarce. I think there ended up being like 4 cars on the track at a time, if I
Mhm.
remember correctly. And I mean, we're talking about being able to do more to your cars.
Gotcha.
Like cars engine head work, stuff like that to make the cars go faster.
Unfortunately, like much more engine work, you're not gonna get much out of it. Because in our class, power is not gonna do much for you.
Yeah, I was to say yes and no. It depends on when you get that power. I think it depends more on gearing, tire size, grip, stuff like that. Power will get you. I mean, you'll get a hell of a lot of straightaway speed,
Right.
but at the
Just-
same time, you have to be geared correctly. You have to be able to drive it still.
Yeah.
I don't. There's so much to it.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
So you'd be for or not for bringing the Pro 4s back?
I'm gonna say not because it's cheaper that way.
Finally.
There it is.
Okay. Jeff, you're on speaker.
Your website call you.
Yeah, call me. What's your
Let's see,
question?
right?
Yeah, what's your question?
I'm just wondering, like, as a four-banger guy, like, I ran at Lake Geneva, and it was like a couple $100 to run a car. Now it's like thousands, right?
Oh yeah. I think I paid $4,000 for my car when I bought it because I bought
So
it built.
I bought a car from a junkyard for like $100 and turned it into a race car at Lake Geneva for maybe $300 or $400, and now they're thousands of dollars to race a four-cylinder. Why? It's supposed to be the cheap series like the wingless is, but you know how that's going.
Yeah.
Same direction. Are you guys gonna have new tires too? We can't buy.
No, thankfully we don't have that problem.
Yeah, now I see why you're like doing
nothing
the
cheap anymore.
Say that again, Jeff.
So my question, like, overall, like, okay.
You've been having a good time at Great Wolf Lodge, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Okay. So, okay. Just a plane. If you wanted to race a four-cylinder at Wilmot, how much would you have to put into a car? Easy question. Minimum $1. No sponsors. A four-cylinder to race at Wilmot. What are you talking? Dollar amount.
If I had to guess, $1,500 to $2,000.
1,500. Holy sh!
If I had to guess,
Where's the explicit button?
Yeah.
Where's the explicit button?
Oh, that left Wazowski.
Dude, when Wilmot, oh my goodness, when we raced at Lake Geneva Raceway, we bought junkyard cars for like $100-$200. We put a couple $100 in them. Maybe $500 to race a four-cylinder car. And now you gotta spend thousands to race a four-cylinder? Are you kidding me?
I mean,
It's stupid. It's stupid.
I agree.
It's stupid, but it's still the cheapest.
It's expensive.
It's not cheap though. It's not cheap. Dude, I would love to race a four-cylinder, and I stopped because I had a kid, and that was at Lake Geneva. I stopped when I had a kid.
Yeah.
And now Wilmot, like, it's stupid. Thousands of dollars for a freaking four-cylinder? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I
Ricky
It's
Nelson.
stupid. It's stupid.
Ricky Nelson just commented, "What's stupid about it, though?"
Why would you spend thousands of dollars on a four-cylinder to race? What do you win? What do you win? $100?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look at our car. Man. Well, like, Jeff, like, what? We got, what, at least 30 in ours. Racing for 500. Ooh. and they don't have to replace, and they're not going through.
They're supposed to be cheap.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Supposed to be.
It's not cheap.
But Jeff, they're not burning right fronts like we burn right rears. And they don't have to do engine changes. Well, to blow one.
When I raced at Lake Geneva, it didn't matter. you could bring any car off the road and race it, and it was fun, and everybody loved it. And now it's all about the money and what can I win, and who cares?
Oh, Jeff. Well, you're really getting us stirred on Facebook.
No,
This.
I would love to race a four-cylinder. I really would, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'll let him know which car you
I
work
might as
on.
well put a wingless sports car a sprint car together and lose all my money there.
I mean, to each his own. To each his own.
I could win all the races there and lose all money too.
And I was worried about Zelski. All right, Jeff.
But did you race at Lake Geneva? Tiny, is this Tiny Horse?
Yeah, Tiny Horse.
I did not know.
No.
You didn't race at Lake Geneva?
Oh, that closed in what, 2006?
So so this is new.
I was.
Yeah. He raced his first race in 2018.
You're sold.
Oh man! All right, Jeff. Well,
Forest Center racing is supposed to be for fun and like it should be affordable. It's not though.
yeah. I mean, it's.
When I raced at Forest Center, it was like $500
all
to get
in
a car
perspective.
racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you guys spend thousands.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, I gotta get the show back on the road. Thank you for your call, and I'll see you Wednesday at work.
Will you?
Yes, I will. I'll give you a hug,
All right.
and I'll let all the people on Facebook what car you work on. Okay, so they can tell you why they race Bandits
They gotta make Forest Center racing cheaper.
or pay better.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Bring back four bangers.
Yes. To
Make it cheap.
all right, Jeff. I will get on the economics of that, and I'll let you know what I can find tonight. All right.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Love you long time. Have another one for
Long
me.
time.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So he works on the 9X car, wingless car. So yeah, you can. His name is Jeff. Great guy.
That conversation just went in circles.
It did.
I mean,
Are we gonna
Like-
counter on the stupid?
A
lot.
Yes. Oh man. All right. So now we got to read these comments here. So here we go. We got Andy. My Cobalt was my daily, so didn't have to pay for that, but just the cage was at least 1,000, plus probably another 1,000 for tires, etc. And now everything else I've had to pay for it. So probably around $2,000, kind of around the lines that you were saying.
I mean, minimum, and that's. I mean, honestly, I wasn't even contemplating all of the safety stuff.
Yeah.
Like just the majority, like a basic seat, like belts.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Do you guys have to?
including-
Do you have to run a full containment seat, or can you?
We
run
don't
a-
have to, but we'd like to.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
working on getting her one because she hasn't had one.
Mm.
It's hard to find a seat for somebody so small.
Child bandit racing equipment. Butler. Yeah. But yeah, it's weird when you get in a full containment seat because you're like, I can't move. And
Mhm.
make sure you get one that's the soft padding because those are so much nicer. Your head doesn't hurt when you get off of two from the holes in one.
Noted.
Yeah, Ricky Nelson here because it's the cheapest way to go. Yes, it may be more expensive than what Jeff said it was, but it's still the cheapest.
Yeah.
Actually, someone's getting roasted. Yes. And he wasn't even here drinking our beer, so his all-inclusive pass must be all-inclusive at Great Wolf Lodge. So I got to check that out another night. Andy here, it's about the family we make in the Bandits. Yes. Ricky Nelson, the four bangers that have 8,000 to 10,000 in black. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
say-
because you'd have to have new tires.
I was gonna say even some of the cars that do show up and run with us,
Mhm.
they have 8 to 10K in their motor, or
Oh, yeah.
like their whole
Oh, my
car. Like it's how much you want to put into it,
Yeah.
and what you're gonna do with it. Because I mean, some of these traveling races, even for 4-cylinders,
Yeah.
they pay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the biggest purse you've raced for?
Well,
How much did you go on at 141?
I'm trying to think. It was like 300
I was gonna say.
something. So, I mean,
Okay.
that's most I've raced for,
Yeah.
but I've heard of races that
Oh yeah. A lot more.
10, 15K, which I thought was wild.
Oh, you've heard of bigger ones than I
Yep.
have.
Yes.
Okay, why does this one not surprise me from Ricky Nelson here? Where'd it go? I did a trailer race at Lake Geneva. Doesn't surprise me. I was
Those-
probably cheering for you.
Those are wild. Trailer races, boat
Oh,
races.
boat races are awesome.
Jeff, still way too expensive. Used to be cheap. Now it's about the money. Killed it.
Nailed it.
It's all a crock of, oh, wow, Ashley swearing. Ooh, way too expensive. All of it. Spend money on vacations instead. Let me tear face that. That's a sad one right there. I was able to race a four-bringer and go to school. Yeah. I mean, it's really, at the end of the day, it's just what your perspective is on it. Because look at the World of Outlaws. They're spending millions and millions of dollars to win 10,000 to win. It's really not about it's not about the 10,000 to win why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they can run 3 nights, but then also have those 100,000s, 50,000s, the special ones.
Right. Well,
wow. Ashley has a new best friend.
Agreed. Carpenter said on YouTube, inflation.
Yeah. Inflation, yes. Yes, inflation, dude.
Is that our Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't see that one.
Yeah. And this is new. This is only the second time with YouTube. So
Oh,
like I'm
awesome.
I'm still remembering. I gotta
Special.
go over here too.
Well, I'm glad you did that because I'm already gonna yell that I didn't send a link to my mom, so her finding it on her own. Awesome.
Let's
Proud of her.
Yes, yes. Oh man, awesome. All right, so we're gonna kind of transition in here to our third topic, which is the bench racing portion, which we're just gonna let the conversation go. This I can't even talk right now. 3, 2, 1, go. This segment is presented by RevTech Manufacturing. If you need 3D printing or molding, check them out in Kenosha. So I just have one here to kind of get us kicked off. Raced Nathan's Midwest Racers event. Ran Nathan's Midwest Racers event.
Yes.
Have fun.
It was a great time.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, I just like that we can get all of us together, like multiple people from our family and people we know, and they're all invited to come out and race and see what we can all do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Different disciplines and just
Or none at all.
Or none at all. Yep. That one, dude. And then you get like the powder puff, which Wilmot needs to bring the powder puff back.
Yeah.
There's not enough
That they
racks going
do.
into one.
Oh, I think there is.
Yeah. No, the powder puff race would be really cool. Wilmot, but Jennifer, you ran the powder puff.
I did.
How was that?
I was so sore the next
I was too a little bit, but like when last episode, I was like, yeah. So we ran through all the mains, and then I was like, and then what we really came for was the powder puff, and it had everything.
So compared to the last powder puff I was in, like the last powder puff was so tame. Like everybody was like chill.
Yeah. Nope.
And we hit track 2.
Oh.
There was no mercy.
No.
No.
Like the girl that ate the steering wheel so hard, like she hit someone, and then she went bang, and then she went back, and then someone hit her, and then turned her, and then she hit the wall. Like I was like,
And then
give her a break.
flying.
Yeah. Fires going flying, legs going out of the car. Oh, it was great. That was a really good race. But yeah, you and Maddie race against each other, and then during that red flag, trying to get her visor back on.
We're like trying to communicate with each other, not working.
We're like trying to peek around the
those
roll bar of the car. We're like,
I bet it does. They're like, it's just restricted move. You can't.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you've ever tried to peek run that roll bar with so much adrenaline going through you, like you can't see straight as to what's going on.
Everyone's got a rental helmet. You're like, who was that? It was a yellow helmet. They're all yellow helmets.
Even those who didn't have a rental helmet.
Yeah.
Because I was asking these guys because they could tell who was going or past them.
Some.
Okay.
Like we could tell him, obviously.
Yes.
Jack's helmet design.
There was the Packer helmet. There was
What Packer
Nathan. Oh my goodness.
never mind.
Nathan lets other people use his helmet.
I was gonna say
Which is disgusting. So,
I agree with
oh
that.
my goodness. Like, all my helmets, except for that one, has only had my face in it. I put my nephew's head. I put that on my nephew the other day. So,
disgusting.
yeah, no, that was all right. He found my drink straw, which I did not like right away. But yeah, But yeah, it was, yours was a white helmet, so that was easy.
Plain white with I
Yeah.
think like the little red GF or something was on the front, isn't it?
I think it was GF because
You don't know.
No, I don't know.
I could read it on the other side of the track.
I know your car. I don't know your helmet. I know it's a white helmet with a fresh air inlet. Like that's all I know.
Yeah, over here.
But Nathan had all his helmets there and let everyone wear except the one that he's currently wearing, which I think is the pink one.
It's red and blue. You wore a red and
Red.
blue one.
Red
So
flag.
was it pink?
Oh, he wore the red.
Red and blue,
3, 2, 1, go.
red and blue, red,
The
black,
Don's
blue.
machine shop helmet one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's the one he's gonna run with this year.
Yeah. Okay. So his car's gonna be red, white, and blue.
Don't know.
Do you not
Still-
know, or do you not want to say?
Still waiting.
Still waiting. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the Midwest Racers event was cool. You had another perspective on the future race. Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, well, yeah, because I made it last time and I didn't make it this time, so
Yeah.
I got to watch it. I'm still mad. They need to.
Yeah.
They need. Huh?
Okay, so
last
all
time
right.
I was sitting
So,
on the sign-up
Let's
line.
put this. Let's paint a picture for those that weren't there. You qualified second in the B,
Second in the B.
and they're taking first to bump.
Only first,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool if you start first. Because where you start second on that track,
You're on the outside for the first 2 corners.
really? Yeah. Off the start. And by the time we even got to turn 1, I was passed, and then another was trying to pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
So where'd you end up?
Fourth. Me and Marshall had a hell of a battle. We beat the crap out of each other.
It's a Ryan thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ryan.
Ryan on Ryan crime.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun though. just beating the hell out of each other.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. But yeah, I mentioned it on the last episode, and I was talking to Nathan yesterday. Real quickly, happy birthday, Dad. There we go. I've been meaning to say that in tonight's episode. Today's his birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy
yeah.
birthday.
Old man.
I didn't say that.
But I was like on the last episode, like, what if we did weight classes? And then I talked to
Oh, I do
Nathan.
remember you talking
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nathan and I were talking about it. I was like, well, I wouldn't be against it, but I guess I would just need to make sure that we didn't have like 3 people in one weight class, because like then what's the point of having everyone come together? So,
Right.
so would you like that? Not like it?
Yes and no. Like I get the idea behind it, but I think the electric carts help out with like the weight, like help eliminate the discrepancy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
At least to an extent. Like obviously,
I'm looking at it from Tim's perspective right now
yeah,
because
my stepdad.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
him and I ended up in the same heat.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm going to have a little bit easier time than him getting around certain corners.
Yeah, but he seemed like he did pretty well in a couple corners. He said
Oh,
he thought he did
definitely-
really good in a
oh,
couple
yeah.
corners.
No,
And
he
I think
did.
it was more the low speed ones.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I think the like electric kind of helps with that.
Yeah. I feel if you're heavier, you just burn more juice out of the battery.
Yeah,
Like it's still gonna pull.
it takes more to pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I don't know if you guys noticed this or did not notice this, but the carts are not equal.
No.
I know.
So it's not on weight at all.
Oh, I know.
Like I had 37 and I was coming around that first turn and the thing's I'm like, what are you
Oh,
stop?
It was I forget which card it was, but yeah, when I was coming around to the last turn before the start finish, like trying to hit the brakes so I could slow down for one, and you're just hopping.
Yeah.
I can't remember if that was the last qualifying that I was in, or if that was in the Power Puffs. Yeah, my car was doing that. And I'm like, oh, this is not going.
Please stop. Do I have a bent axle? Stop, please.
Who balanced these tires?
Yeah.
That was my thought. Was these tires need to be balanced?
Yeah. It was yeah, so the carts aren't equal, but I mean we're there to have fun. Like
Right.
there's a few guys you could tell who those were that were like, okay, this is my time to shine. I'm gonna get a NASCAR ride from this. I'm gonna get paid $1 million for this. But like I was just happy. It's like me and Marshall are starting next to each other. I'm gonna spin him out. because I'm not going to do it on the sprint car. And if he spins me out, that was fun.
It's not ours. We don't have to pay to fix it.
Right?
Don't crush my foot though. But
Well, yeah, that's
it's usually one up on top of that other kid. Not kid, but on the front of the car. But yeah, so he said that he's working on a super track for the fall one. So that'll be very cool. I say 20 kart features though.
okay.
20 cart feature.
I mean, with the whole truck though, that
Rolling
makes...
start.
Yes.
Little Anderson 500 start. 3 wide.
I don't know if anybody else was like super sore after that event, but
Well,
There's a few
I
people.
mean, if there was a 20-car powder puff,
oh gosh.
there would be a lot of crashes, and I think it would just be really sore the next day. So
Yeah.
The next day or for your feature?
Whoa,
Because they
yeah,
only
jumping out of the powder puff and then going into the car for the main.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Just
both of you did
So,
that, right?
Yes,
you just
we
try to
did.
shake off what happened and then go to the next car and you're like, it didn't happen.
So going from the powder puff to the F main, then to the E main, like by the time I
Yeah, you
got
were-
in the car, I was like, I don't feel like I can lift my arms anymore long enough to steer this thing.
and every cart you got had more of a push and more of a push.
Yeah, right.
Where you're like, I'm not getting the ones that are helping me.
These cars are getting worse.
Now call me a game changer, but I say don't run the powder puff first. Run it before the A main.
Oh yeah, that would work.
Because
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
yeah.
Well, that way a lot of us aren't going straight from the powder puff right into a main,
Right.
and
Right.
then we're not all like.
I'm just thinking of like the excitement, the entertainment value of it. Because like when the powder puff race starts at the beginning of before the E main or F main or whatever, the energy's up here.
Yes.
And then F main is down here. E main's here. D, C, B. And then A could either be higher or usually it's a little lower. So I'm like, if
Yeah.
you put the powder puff between the B and the A,
That'd
It
be
out.
that'd
pretty
be
awesome.
That'd
it.
be cool.
Yeah.
Also would give us a little bit of a resting period.
Yes. Nathan, make it happen.
I was really interested in the super track ever since I learned about that like that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that could be fun, especially after being on both tracks.
Yeah. So basically, the way that Nathan runs it out is it's track hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different premium or price.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the track for 6 hours, 6 to midnight.
Was it 6?
6 was the first
It was-
race.
it was
Yeah, so
six.
six.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
about
6
six.
to midnight. So 6, and that was $5,000
Okay.
that he had to pay. Super track is $3,000 per hour.
He was telling us that.
So he's like, if I can get enough people to like, yes, I'll go, he will do it.
Mhm.
And it would actually be faster because then we have 4 lanes of go-karts or 4 lanes of carts to pick from.
right.
Where we're not running 2 lanes, we got to wait that awkward 7
Charging,
minutes. Yeah.
all that
So you can
stuff.
run a lot faster. But he just needs a little bit more commitment on
Us.
the front side. On the front side to be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're doing it. Dave, an over 50 race? Yeah, we do 50 laps, 55 laps. That sounds good.
Cool.
I'm in. I know he's talking about. I know what he was talking. I knew what he was talking about. But yeah. So all right. So when's your first race?
This year?
Yeah.
May 4th?
May 4th, I believe.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
This-
So that's the only reason I can remember our first race is the fact that it's our friend's anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They got
nice.
married on May the 4th
Be
because
with- be
they
with
love
you.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
So we,
Yes.
they had a
My birthday.
Star Wars.
That's your
first
birthday?
dance.
Right.
Yes.
You're Anakin. Well, happy early birthday. Early birthday.
Earlier.
Very, very early.
I'm the old.
How old?
Old.
Old.
Old enough?
38.
38? Oh, that's not too old.
Still young
You're in
enough
your
to drive a sprint car.
30s. You're in your 30s.
Prime.
This finally made me feel young for the first time in a while.
Why? Do you feel old?
Because I work with everybody that's a lot younger than me.
Oh,
Like
okay.
just turning 21,
Mm.
barely 20.
Well, I think Jimmy, by a hair, is the oldest in this room. By a hair. Then me.
How old are you?
33.
Don't even be 33.
Well, like your
Just the
hair,
hair.
your hair is pretty thick.
It's been a whole. Oh yeah, my hair. Of course. It's been over a year since
I
I
said I got grades, buddy. I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah. Yeah,
That just means you live more life.
yeah.
I mean, I have a kid that's almost the same
Oh, well,
age as
that's
your
why.
younger brother.
Okay.
Right, right, yeah.
Okay, moving
Yeah.
on.
Caleb's what, 25.
Just watching
Caleb?
it, I feel like.
No, he's gonna be
My
24.
sister's not gray hair.
Or-
Oh, I thought he was older than that.
No, he's 23. He was born in 2000. Thank you, Caleb, because that helps me. What year is it? 2024. Oh, he's gonna be 24.
See, I really liked mine because by the time I started kindergarten or like first grade,
Uh-huh.
it was 2001, 2002, second grade, 2003,
Oh.
third grade, 2004,
Okay.
fourth grade.
Please explain that to your friend because when I tried to explain that, I think at maybe Austin's graduation party, I sounded like an idiot.
Well, how did you say it?
That your grades matched up with your age.
I mean,
I believe that's how
Sure.
I mean, that could be taken two ways.
Yeah. Could be taking the
What's
homeschool
the second
way.
way?
I'm homeschooled, so I have
So
no
you're-
idea what grades and ages. So when did you start racing? 7th grade. Nice. No idea what your age is. Yeah. Say that again. Oh man. Okay. Let's move on to the game,
Oh, no.
shall we? I think you're gonna do better than I thought. Let me just say that.
I hope so.
There's been some stuff that you've said, and I was like, yeah, that is actually on one of the questions.
I was
no.
trying to avoid that too. I'm like, I don't know what he put on there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So the game is Order Up, presented by Ashley Bree Photography. If you're looking for a wedding photographer to capture your memories just the way you remember them, check out ashleybreephoto.com. All righty. Just so I have my list. All right. The game is Order Up. So basically, I'm going to have a question, and then I'm going to give them the answers. And all the answers are numerical. So you just have to put them in order of the way the question is questioned. Or yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
close enough.
Okay.
All right, now the best part is it's Ryan versus Tiny Horse versus Chipmunk here.
Uh-oh.
And there's 6 questions. So who wants to go first? Ryan.
Wow. Look over.
Wait for
time
the
to
period
think.
in my or the question mark before you start pointing.
No, I need time to think.
Okay. All right. Ryan, what question would you like? 1 through 6. 3.
Tres.
Trace. Okay.
Hmm.
Order these 4 drivers from most top 10s to least top 10s in the 2023 Bandit points at Wilmot. So you have Ryan Johnson, heard of him, William Jackson, Daniel Marshall, and Austin Orth. So who had the most top 10s to least top 10s? You don't have to give me the number, you just got to give me the orders, if that helps. Or if you want to do the order of the numbers, you can. And Facebook, if you know the answer, comment, and you can cheat off of Facebook or YouTube if you feel that's a good answer.
Can you say its names again?
Ryan Johnson, William Jackson, Daniel Marshall, Austin Orth.
Okay, so there's only 4.
There's only 4.
Okay. That's why I was like, I forget. I don't know why, but I thought we were going with 5. I'm like, I missed the name. Who did I miss?
Nope, you're good. You're good.
You can't cheat.
I got my can right here, so you can't cheat.
I said you're kicking.
Okay.
So most to least.
Most to least, right?
Most to least.
Okay, so I got Ryan Johnson
First.
first,
Okay.
Austin Orth, William Jackson, Danny Marshall.
Johnson, Orth, Jackson, Marshall.
Yes.
Wrong.
Oh,
Okay.
Do you want to give it a shot?
So I got Ryan, Austin, Marshall, Williams.
So you just swapped the last 2.
Yes.
That is wrong.
Dang it!
Wow.
Yeah.
Who the hell had the most top tens?
Was it heat races?
Nope.
Wait,
Features.
no,
Okay,
features.
features.
William Jackson had 10.
Wow.
What?
Ryan Johnson had 9.
Are you
Marshall had 8, and Orth had 7.
Oh, I forgot. I had a flat tire. I'm like, why am I?
beat you?
Oh yeah. Wow.
And just to clarify, just want to make sure there are no duplicate numbers. It's not like someone has 3 and someone else has 3. They're
Okay.
gonna be different. All right, Chipmunk. 1, 2, 4 through 6.
2.
2. Okay. In the 2023 Bandit points at Wilmot, order these 4 drivers' highest to lowest points finish, so their overall finish in the championship. William Jackson, Jennifer Rooney, Scott Carpenter, Steve Ellis. So highest to lowest.
Oh, shoot.
Oh boy.
These 2 are not the ones I was confident about either, okay?
Oh no.
Everybody's points that I forgot. My
own. All right. In the 2023 Bandit points at Wilmot, order these 4 drivers from highest to lowest position finish it in the championship. William Jackson, Jennifer Rooney, Scott Carpenter, Steve Ellis. And I almost said where Jackson finished.
Oops.
Whoa. All right.
Still.
Talk me through your thought process.
So I know William Jackson finished above us. Steve and Scott Carpenter, I believe, finished above me as well. And I was the lowest out of all that. So therefore, I would be 5th.
4th.
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 Shut up.
She got her thing and there's 5
Yes.
answers.
I'm sorry. I thought there was.
I should have waited until she's like, wait, who's left? I won.
Well, I already beat you there because I was trying to figure out who I was missing. So I think it was William Jackson, Steve Ellis, me, Scott Carpenter, then me.
So Jackson, Ellis, Carpenter, Rooney.
Yes.
That's wrong.
Where'd I go wrong?
I can't tell you because I know it. Let me just say, there's 2 names that if you just flip them.
Dang it!
Oh,
No.
I think I know. I hope I.
I already answered.
Yeah.
I didn't. I got Will, Steve Ellis, Jen, and then Scott Carpenter.
So Jackson, Ellis, Rooney, Carpenter.
Jackson, Ellis, Rooney, Carpenter. Yes.
That is correct. You got 8.
Yay!
You got 8.
Oh, see, I thought it was even 7th.
Yeah. So Jackson 4th, Ellis 7th, Rooney 8th, Carpenter 11th.
I completely
Wow.
forgot that there was a race that Scott wasn't there.
Yeah, vacation.
Cost him
Yeah.
3. See, flat tires take you. Yeah.
It messes us up.
Yeah.
Dang it!
All right. Ryan 1, 4, 5, 6.
Let's go 1.
1. Okay. Okay. All right. On championship night for the Bandits on September 2nd, order these 4 drivers on how they finished in the A main, not the makeup A main. Because there's 2 mains. So the actual
Yes.
the night
The main of
the
the-
night race, not the day race. Okay.
Hell, what is that?
September 2nd.
Yep.
You just
Oh,
said
boy.
that.
I know. I was trying.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah, second makeup feature. What do you mean there's makeup? Okay. So you got Rick Zifko, Jennifer Rooney, Ryan Johnson, Terry Davis.
in the actual feature that night.
Yeah, the
That
actual
was
feature.
bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
On championship night for the Bandits on September 2nd, ordered these 4 drivers on how they finished in the A main. Rick Zifko, Jennifer Rooney, Ryan Johnson.
Not the makeup feature.
Correct. Terry Davis.
What was this last year?
I think Labor Day.
I think I've got this one. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Oh,
Which one are you having a problem with?
well, I think no peeking.
numbers.
No peeking. You should know their numbers. It's our class. I was like, it takes too long to write down a name. Give me the
Yeah.
numbers.
Oh. It only takes so long if you care about spelling.
Jen and Terry, I'm having trouble with because I know the night you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a different order in each feature.
Mm-hmm.
So I
think-
know.
I think if I gave you the hint of, I think I remembered where we were that night.
I said,
And-
don't hit me. You're not trying to help me.
I know
You're
I'm not trying to
beat
help
me.
you, but there's one thing I can remember from that night that reminded me of where him and I sat in that race. And I was very irritated about it.
I'm gonna lock it in. I don't
Okay.
know.
Locking it in.
Okay.
Me, Zifko.
Okay.
Terry, Jen.
Is that what you had?
That's exactly what I have.
And that is exactly the correct answer.
But
Let's go.
I believe it was that race that Terry was very irritated that somehow I don't remember at that point in time, I was beating him in points somehow. And he couldn't understand why. Because every race he was finishing in front of me, and I was always behind him, but somehow I was like right on his tail or like just in front of him.
Because I know Zifko got around me in the makeup feature.
Yep.
And I finished second to him, but
Yep.
then I came back later and I beat him in the main feature.
That's why I'm like, I hope Ryan gets this one because he might maybe get the two
Get it backwards.
Yeah. So Johnson first, Zifko finished 3rd, Davis finished 11th, and Jennifer Rooney finished 14th. All right. So right now the score is Ryan 2, Jennifer 0. So let's see if she can start her comeback. 4, 5, or 6.
We'll go 6.
6. Okay. Well, this is probably going to take a point off of Ryan because you think he might get this one. Order these 4 Bandit drivers qualifying times from fastest to slowest from the last race at Rockford Speedway.
Oh dear Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear Lord.
Uh-oh.
And they're all, I think they're all Wilmot guys. David
okay.
McKellips, Ryan Johnson, Dale
Eliter.
Yep, thank you. And Mason Wilcott. He might not be.
I don't think I know who that is.
No, okay. I was looking at the first thing. I was like, I think I got all Wilmot guys. So, okay. So order these 4 Bandit drivers qualifying times from the fastest to slowest from Rockford Speedway on 10/21/23, which was the last laps at Rockford. All right, Jennifer.
Okay. So
Talk me through what you're thinking.
okay, what was the 4th name you said, by the way?
Mason Wilcott.
Mason.
She probably listened to me, wrote numbers down. She's like, I don't know his number. I don't know his number either.
So I believe it was Ryan, David McKellips, Dale Elier, and then Mason. But that might mess me up because I don't know Mason. I don't know where he qualified at.
I don't know either. That's wrong.
Knew it.
I'm going to go with this.
Okay, what you got?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
Mason,
Okay.
David, Dale.
Correct.
Oh,
You know what? You can go.
Tiny horse. first.
I'll call an Uber.
Mason.
It was sorry. It was either Mason was going to be second or fourth in my mind because I know David and Dale were close to each other because I started behind them, and when I was catching them, I'm like, they were in those positions, so I'm like,
That's why I put them first, and then all of a sudden I realized I'm like, I don't know Mason. He could have
I don't know
qualified
either.
like right behind you.
Yeah. So Ryan Johnson first, Mason Wilcott third, David McCubbs 11th, and Dale
Elider.
Elider. I try to say the H. Elider 13th. Okay. So
I was
this.
saying you were so close to breaking out that night too.
I know. I think I set a track record or something.
You did.
You did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on the last lap.
Literally.
Literally. Of Rockford Speedway. But now you can say you forever hold it.
That
mine.
is true.
Forever.
First time there on asphalt. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was fun.
A little bit more speed when you're not sliding, but I mean.
Well, I mean, I was sliding.
Yeah.
You and David hit the wall.
well, yeah, we both did.
Yes.
But my first lap, like after coming out of the pits, I was, whoa. So I slid.
Very responsive.
Yes.
All right. So now it is Ryan's turn, right? Yeah, because you just went last.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. 4, 5.
5.
5. Okay, good. That leaves the easy one for Jennifer.
Oh yeah, you've been
Yeah.
taking all the odds.
Oh.
At least I hope so. All right. Order these 4 Bandit drivers finishing place at the 2023 Wilmot Raceway season opener. So the 2023 season opener. Feature results. Terry Davis, Andy. I don't even know how to spell her. Say her last name. All. Okay, Andy All. Christopher Walters, Brandon Walters. So order these 4 Bandit drivers finishing place from the 2023 Wilmot Raceway season opener. Terry Davis, Andrea All, Christopher Walters, Brandon Walters.
Oh boy.
I will tell you this: they are all together.
that makes that
There's
much
not
harder.
1 and then 7.
No, it's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good one too, I think.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
You're answering first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
so you'll have time to change it. Don't worry.
Yeah. When it's the exact same thing.
I feel like it's gonna be the exact same thing.
All right,
Okay.
you got it?
I got my order. I don't
Okay.
know if it's right or not.
Let's see here. What you got?
Terry,
Terry first. Okay.
Brandon,
Brandon 2.
Chris,
Okay.
Andy.
Is that what you had?
It's exactly what I have.
Well, that's wrong.
Better
No.
change it. I changed.
I will give you a hint. If you switch 2 drivers.
Okay.
If you switch 2.
Love you, Andy.
Oh.
Terry, Chris,
Okay.
Brandon, Andy.
So Terry, Chris, Brandon, Andy. Wrong. Switch wrong. Brandon Walters 10th, Terry Davis 11th, Christopher Walters 12th, and Andy 13th.
Terry and Brandon.
Terry and
Yes. All right.
Brandon.
And then would you like 4 or would you like number 4?
I like number 4.
You would like number
actually.
4? Okay, 4. Okay.
Is that a cursive 4? Or
I would like the uppercase 4, actually.
Lowercase 4.
Oh, lowercase.
Yeah, upside down H. Yeah.
Braille?
Okay.
Braille. All right. Order these 4 Bandit drivers' car numbers from highest to lowest.
Oh.
Ricky Nelson, Brenna Ellis, Michael All, Andrea All.
What is his second name? Or can you just read the name
Brenna
again?
Ellis.
Who's Brenna?
I had to dig.
I don't know either. I think I got it. I think.
Because I was like, if they're race car drivers, they will know drivers by their numbers. Like,
Highest to lowest?
highest to lowest, but it's Jennifer first.
Jennifer.
The chipmunk. To get a point on the board.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. Like all the confidence in the world, that's not gonna happen.
I had to get Ricky Bog in there somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Ricky.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many high numbers you guys had.
Yeah, that
There's
was
a lot.
I mean, all of these, I'm like, oh, yeah, they are all 3 digits. And there's at least 1 or 2 others I can think of. I'm like,
Somehow I'm forgetting 2 drivers. Please name them off again.
Ricky Nelson, Brenna Ellis, Michael All, Andrea All.
Okay, it was Mike and Andy.
how dare you forget them?
Yeah.
I'm telling
Well, I remember hearing the last name, and I'm like,
Which one?
which one was it? It's both of them.
Both.
Both.
Okay, so I
All right. Here we go.
feel like it is Ellis, Ricky, Andy, then Mikey.
Hang on. Ellis,
Yes,
Ricky,
yes.
Michael.
Andy.
Oh, Andy. Wait, Michael, Andy, right?
Andy, Mikey.
Andy, Mikey.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't know which way we're trying to say here.
Reaction.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
I told you with all the confidence I wasn't going to get that point.
I
What
think
do you-
I got it.
What do you got?
First, well, we're going to find out from the first number. Ellis, 918?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 918.
918.
That Alex Mummer took over for.
Yeah.
But you still had that
You
one
still
first.
had that one first.
I couldn't remember their number to say more.
Right, but you had it first. What did you think Ricky Nelson's number was? Oh.
Okay,
Because I have Michael All,
Michael.
and then Ricky, and then Andy.
Yes. So 918,
That's Ricky
So-
Nelson.
341, 222, and
I
143.
remember throughout the season, and I
And you
didn't know
and
who
you got
drove it.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Didn't know his name when she knew the car.
I knew the car.
Oh.
I didn't know the driver.
Well,
I'm
that's-
so sorry.
I mean, that was
but
both of us with 918 too, because
I knew
Alex
918.
drove it most of
Yes,
the time.
and I knew 918.
Okay.
And like you both said their numbers. So that's why I'm like, I don't think she knows what Ricky's number is because like I
Right.
don't know why you put
Right. I
3,
was-
4, 1, and 143. I'm like, oh, this would be great. Like she'll get that. Like yeah. But it's not. So final score, the champ, also on the podcast, Tiny Horse.
Thank you.
It's okay. I went home. Okay, well, Luna and Cal both love me at least.
Yeah.
That they do.
Oh man,
Our
but
animals.
this was a fun episode. 2 hours. Bam.
Wow.
That was fast.
Wow.
I didn't feel like doing
No,
that.
it didn't.
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like when I was doing the outline, I'm like, "Ugh, this feels like if they're not talkative, this is gonna be like an hour episode. Because I'm like, we're really light. Like it's gonna have to be like really discussion based.
I was
Thank
just
you,
really
Jeff.
hoping to stay on track.
yeah. Thank you, Jeff, for the first phone in too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen back to that on Spotify tomorrow. Like, does that work? Because if it works,
If it works.
if it works,
Keep it
Yeah.
in. If it works, keep it in.
yes. Well, I'll keep doing it.
Yeah,
but
that's
if
true.
it's not, then, yeah.
Your first phone in, your first bandit drivers.
Yes.
That's awesome.
First female driver.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, we had Natasha, but she doesn't drive. So that was last season. So yeah, first female driver.
Highest finishing female
Yes.
driver. from
Oh.
Bandits, I think.
And I almost forgot too.
From the first female driver.
We have to do the raffle.
Oh, the raffle.
Oh,
The
Raffle.
raffle. Yeah. So I got all names here.
it's just gonna be a random wheel spin, huh?
Yeah, it's just gonna be a random
Ah,
wheel
I
spin.
called
There's-
it.
All right, so we ran a
Can't be.
raffle. If you could match our partners to what they did, and you got them one right, you get 1 entry, and if you get them all right, you get 14. If you get 5 right, you get 5 entries. Yeah. So yeah, I feel pretty confident that we're actually people understand like what our partners do. So we have 70 correct answers here.
Okay. So yeah, right. So you got the names, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of names.
Just a lot of names. Yeah.
Yes.
So just so
Oh.
when I hit it, they're like, "Oh, it was staged. It was already picked." All right, here we go. And the winner is Jeff. Jeff Curcio, you won.
Jeff.
Done. Jeff Curcio wins. Awesome. Okay, so it's my boss. So I'll ask him tomorrow at work what he wants or a gift card. So thank you guys for doing that raffle, and we'll do some more raffles here too during the summer because it's always fun. But real quickly, where can our listeners find you guys at besides the racetrack on social media? What is your handles and what social media platforms do you have?
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all Tiny Horse Racing at Tiny Horse Racing.
So unfortunately, you're gonna have to find me on there because I don't have social medias.
Okay, that makes me feel better because you still haven't accepted my friend request
I'm
from like a
so
while ago.
sorry.
From like a while ago, because like I was trying to tag you in here, like Ryan Johnson, and then I'm like, she hasn't. Okay.
Yeah, it is not me ignoring you. Like I just friended Nathan back. I don't know how long ago he requested me, but
Nice. Well, I mean, he's doing the racing, so yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
and that was only after him messaging me after our
last-
event. So.
Okay.
The most recent event,
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
Midwest Racers.
yeah. After the last Midwest
So-
Racers event.
So you're not on social media. So for listeners, gotta check you out
Yeah,
through Tiny Horse Racing.
Tiny Horse
I try to
Racing is
share-
where you're gonna find me as
Yes,
well.
Tiny Horse and a Chipmunk.
Man, Derek, you're really trying to get that name to stick, huh?
It's gonna stick.
He's working on
Tiny
it.
Horse
Yeah,
and
you're
a
working on it.
Hang
Yeah.
right home.
Yeah. Hey, when we're at World of Wheels and I see Josh Davidson and I go, "Quiet, right," and he turns around, it works. We're gonna get it. Who would you guys like to thank?
Pretty much all my sponsors are going to be, and your sponsors as well.
Double shout out. Double shout out.
So double shout out. Well, this one is the only sponsor I have of my own, which is Pro Auto Works out in Ingleside, Illinois. Who need your cars fixed? He is a great man to go to.
Nice.
Fun if you want to walk into a shop and hear singing all day long. He's who you want to go to.
Nice.
Sturdivant Auto in Sturdivant,
Okay.
Wisconsin, and Wisco Automotive. They are my main sponsors.
Nice. Let's go.
And then as for family members, I have my mom to thank who was chiming into the
Yes.
podcast as well.
Woohoo.
My newest guardian angel, my own dad, and Tim Orth especially. Like if it was not for Ryan and Tim Orth getting my car back out on the track, it would not happen.
It'd just be still sitting there.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Let's go. Yes, let's go. I gotta thank all the people.
Yes.
Ryan.
Gotta thank Bodycraft, Tony and Mark down there. I know they do a ton for the track and for us. Wisco Automotive, their new sponsor coming on for all three of us this year, me, Jen, and Austin.
Okay.
Sturdivant Used Auto Parts. Charlie down there hooks us up. A lot of stuff we need. Kilps Maintenance Services, another uncle, along with Tony. BB's Pub out in Kenosha. That's Buddy's father. He runs it. Twisted for Graphics, from the stickers on my car. And yeah, all of our family and friends, my dad and my stepdad especially, for work at the track and work off the track, because each takes one and they help immensely.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The crew people and the family members that put up with it the most those are like the special ones. Like we're special to get in the cars, but it takes someone special, Elliot, Maddie, Jimmy, to work on the cars and not put that like, I want to drive your car. It's like, yeah, we're just here to help you. Whatever you need us to do, we'll do.
No
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100%.
What do you need me to do, and I'll do it. Yeah.
Right.
Those are special people.
Yes, man.
Thanks.
or,
Yes.
or women.
Yes. and then on our side, I like to thank Next Gen Pumps, Palm and Auto, RevTech Manufacturing, Rouge Helmets, Ashley Bree Photo, Painters Plus, Bay Nelson, Jack's Helmet Design, Pinnacle Media Productions, Daybreak Church, Mirror Image Coatings, and Toro Tents. And then special thanks to my beautiful wife, Ashley, mom and dad, Mark and Gail, Big One fan, Kyle, Ladders, David, I.E., Elliot here, and then my youngest brother, Caleb.
Special word.
Special word.
Or phrase.
Or phrase. Or, oh man. Anything that Jeff said on the phone, just, it's stupid. There we go. There it is, Caleb. Your secret word is it's stupid. Yeah. And thank you everyone to Spotify that listens to it after the fact. But if you ever want to be live, check us out on YouTube and Facebook, Crane Racing LLC. Be a part of the show, comment, have fun. But yeah. So that is that for this show. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. It was crazy. It just flew by. In staging for March 25th, which is our next podcast, is Jacob Irwin, Lightning Sprint driver. Did he get Rookie of the Year? I'll have to ask him. I know he was one. It was him or Brian Strain Jr.
Wasn't it Brian?
I think it was.
I'd say I almost think it was Jacob. I don't
Ooh,
remember.
Brian.
Yeah. Okay. We got topic 1. Did you get Rookie of the Year? But on that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and commenting. And with that, I say peace out, Girl Scout. And
I'm gonna try to end it